Hey.
Hello. Oh my God, it's so good to see
I know,
you. It's been too long.
Forever.
It's been too long.
So, welcome to Let's Get Acquainted.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to have you
Oh my
here.
God, I'm excited.
Yeah, because I have not seen you in forever.
I know, but every time you're like one of those people that it's like we just pick right off.
Yeah, we do.
It's like, you know,
like we never miss
we
the beat.
never miss the beat.
Yes. But again, thank you for coming to Let's Get Acquainted. And I do like to start this podcast off with a prayer.
Yeah, let's do that.
Are you okay?
Oh
with
yeah,
that?
absolutely.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Do you want me to pray or you gonna pray? Or?
No, you lead the way.
Okay,
you
I
lead
will.
the way.
All right. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for allowing Alicia to be here, and thank you for getting her here safely. Lord, bless tonight's conversation as we have a genuine, authentic girl chat, and just, again, Lord, continue to guide me in this podcast. And again, thank you for my beautiful guest. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen, girl.
Woo!
Ooh, I love you. Good stuff.
And also, I do like to gift everybody that comes on the episode. So this is for you.
Oh my gosh, on the camera?
Yes, on the cameras. All right.
You're too sweet.
And you guys, Alicia, first of all, you want to tell everybody how we know each other or how we met?
Oh, yeah. High school, right?
Yeah,
Junior high school.
Junior high. Did you go to Wentz?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wentz,
Yeah, me too. I went
all
to
the
that too,
things.
yeah.
But I don't think we really got close until
High school. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So from school, and we graduated together, class of 09. Woo, 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 woo. We're kind of
Oh, honey, we are.
we are
Cute
getting
enough.
up there.
Cute
I know. But Alicia, she has a garden and she grows a lot of things, and brought me 2 jars of pickles. So of course I'm in heaven.
Yes.
Thank you, girl.
Yes, ma'am.
All
And
right.
I got like 3 rows of cucumbers this year, so
Oh my goodness.
put your order in now.
Yes, I will. I
Yeah.
will. All right. Well, so the topic tonight is girl chat. Friday night in, why not? Some girl chat.
Why not? Can
Why
we give
not?
a cheers?
Exactly. Why not?
not?
Cheers.
Thank you.
Oh, I guess I should
Yeah.
be drinking.
Making me hotter.
I know, right?
Let me bring this
It's a little hot
back
in here.
here. It is a little steamy.
But yeah, some girl chat and just to catch up with you and see what you've been up to. But first, I want to play like a little game,
Okay.
and it's called This or That. So,
Oh, these
you
are
know,
fun.
yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it. These are fun.
I already know this one, but white wine or red wine?
I'm a white wine girl.
You're a white wine girl. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So you like the white grapes. All
I
right.
do. Actually, that is funny because I prefer like purple or red grapes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I had a bad night with a red wine. Maybe
Okay.
that's for
So that's why.
episode. I tend to just stick to what I'm comfortable with.
Yeah,
which is
exactly.
the white wine. Yeah.
That's like me. So like, I generally drink dry red,
okay.
and I love dry red. Like I am a dry girl. You're dry, right?
Yes, dry.
Okay.
Yes.
Sweet gives me headaches.
Oh no,
I
can't do the
I can't do sweet.
No
Absolutely
Moscato,
not.
no. What is it? Rosé.
Rosé, bubbly. I do like bubbly. I like champagne.
Oh, I like champagne.
Yeah.
Yeah, but too much. No, I can't.
Okay.
Sugar. I'm not a sugar person.
Yeah.
Salty.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay. Same. I'm a pickle girl. You
Pickle
see,
girl.
dill,
Yeah,
vinegar.
absolutely.
Yeah. Pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie?
I guess.
Or
if I
neither.
had- I mean, neither, but I like pumpkin pie.
Okay.
I would prefer a pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm more of
What
a
about you?
maybe sweet potato if I'm in the mood, but I'm
Yeah.
not really a pie girl.
I'm not either.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm not a pie. If I have a pie, my great grandma used to make like a bomb chocolate
Really?
pie, and that was good. And I like apple pie, but
Okay.
I'm not a dessert person.
Yeah.
Really.
Me neither. I'm not too much. I mean, I'll have like a cupcake here and there, but I'm not really big on like ice cream or
Mm-hmm.
anything like that. No.
I do ice cream, I do sherbet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I was pregnant with Charlie, Caleb's a big ice cream guy.
Oh.
Oh God.
So were you into
I was
it?
craving it so
Isn't
bad.
that weird?
Yeah, and like usually ice cream like kind of messes me up, but no. When I was like, listen, if you have any inkling that it might not be your baby, the fact that I'm eating all this ice
you
cream
might not be daddy.
should be the first clue.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, not really a big dessert person.
Yeah.
But cheesecake.
Oh.
You don't like cheesecake?
No. I hate cheesecake.
For real?
I do not. I'm not a cheesecake
Girl, I
girl.
would eat that
I'm
off the
sorry.
floor. That is
I
the one
am not
thing I
a
would.
cheesecake girl.
That's crazy.
No.
I love that stuff.
So, this or that, staying in or going out?
It depends, man. Am I going out solo with the girl?
You're
or
going
just-
out with maybe the girls, like a girls' night out.
Yes, I'm going out.
Okay, you're going out.
But I do love like my Friday nights at home on the back deck, chilling with the fam.
Yeah.
I do love those nights. So, and the older I get, I'm probably more like a inside person, especially because I live in the boonies now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's hard to. Everybody's like back in town, and I'm like an hour
Hour,
away.
yeah,
So
I
I
like
would just
that.
rather.
Yeah.
You know?
Just stay put.
A little house is like kind of our little paradise.
Yeah.
I love it. So
And it's beautiful from what I've seen. And you gotta invite me over.
Anytime.
But nice. Okay. So you said it depends.
Yeah. Mhm. I think
Okay.
it would depend. But if I had to like choose one off the bat, I'm probably going out. Let's
Yeah.
not lie. I'm home
I'm
all
going
the
out.
time. I'm
Right.
going out.
You work from home.
I work from home.
Yeah.
I'm a mom 24/7. I mean, we're all moms 24/7, you know.
Right.
But like,
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta have some me time.
that's when you were like, you gonna, be on my pod. I'm like, yes.
Yes.
When and
Sign
where,
me up.
even if Jess isn't coming, I'm coming.
Yeah,
So.
just sign me up.
What
Okay.
about you?
I would probably prefer. Like you said, the older that we're getting, I prefer like low key, like
Yeah.
staying in and maybe having a friend over or two. But going out is just not me anymore. I think I
know.
did it so much in my 20s,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like, okay,
Burnout.
I don't want to see the same people, the same faces. I just want to be low key.
Well, in the scene sometimes, like
Oh,
where
yeah.
you go, like the bar, you will not catch me at like a hole in the wall bar
Right.
unless it's like.
So I wouldn't catch you at Cheeks.
Maybe later in the evening.
Maybe later, okay.
Good food, okay?
Yeah, they do. And they
It's free.
I think they have their food all night, right? Is it
Yeah,
like till 3
and
a.m.
it's
or-
free, and you just like tip the chefs.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll slam some chicken wings.
For some
at,
food,
like,
yes.
you know.
Yes. Okay.
See some. Can we say titties?
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
okay.
say whatever you
Oh,
want.
okay. Titties, yeah. let's see some- Well, we're starting off with the prayer, so I just.
Right.
I mean, Jesus knows me.
But Jesus knows our heart. Exactly.
We are working on ourselves.
Yes.
So.
And I want you to be authentic and feel as comfortable as possible. So this is a safe space.
I love it. I love it.
What else was I gonna ask? Okay, makeup or no makeup?
Recently, it's no makeup.
Really?
It's like, I think I put foundation on today, but it was
Okay.
like the first time in a while.
And I can't tell.
Yeah, I'm a little tanner right now.
Yeah, you are. I
So-
told you that
And
earlier.
I've been really taking care of my skin, and I like my freckles. I've always liked my freckles.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it's natural, with a little, mascara.
Okay.
Can't look sleepy all the
Nice.
time.
Exactly.
You gotta
Exactly.
lighten up the eyes a little
You gotta
bit.
spice it up a little bit. A little razzle dazzle. So yes.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, so that was the game.
I love it.
Good. So now the questions.
Ooh, let's get it to it.
real juicy.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Again, like I said, this is girl chat Friday night in. So I'm just gonna be asking like random things.
Sure.
All right. So, what are some red flags now in your 30s that you're able to see very quickly of a bad friend?
Nasty comments.
Yeah.
Mean girls.
Okay.
It's hard to believe that in our like mid-30s there are still, and I guess you'd call mean women now.
Right, mean women.
Mean
or
women.
Girls.
Or
that's
girls,
how
because
they're acting.
they're not acting grown. You
Right.
know, you're right. But yeah, just that, and then people who are just negative.
Oh, yeah.
The negativity, like, I get it. We all have bad days. And you can fester on that. Or you can be like, you know what? God gave me another day.
Mm-hmm.
Things are going to happen. He's
Yeah.
testing me or whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's, those are really big. And I feel like, and this may sound like weird, but I have always had this gut feeling about genuine people. Like, I could tell right off the bat if you're genuine. Like,
Same.
you are absolutely genuine. And that's why I made the comment, like, we just pick right off.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're a good human.
Yeah.
And your heart is good. And I just, like, feed off that energy. And,
Absolutely.
like, I can be friends with anybody. And I can hang out and tolerate people. But you ain't coming to my kid's birthday party. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are not coming to Charlie's birthday. So, yeah, that's a big red flag for me, is like the negativity or just like the nasty cattiness. Like, I just don't have time for that.
Right.
It's exhausting.
And we're grown, too, so, yeah. The mean girl stuff is just, it's legit, like, played out.
Yes.
Like, leave that in high school, leave it in school.
Why are we doing that?
We're in our 30s.
Right. Why are we doing that?
Mm-hmm.
And especially, like, women that are mothers to
yeah.
girls. Or even
Yeah.
boys, you know? It's just, like, you're their first example of what, like, a good woman should be.
Absolutely.
And why are you not setting the standard for yourself so you can show your children? So,
yeah, I love that.
Yeah. I like that question a lot, and I want to know your answer, if I'm allowed to ask. Because that was a hard question.
Definitely. Yeah, it is
I
a
had to
hard
think
question,
about
because I'm
that.
over here, like...
I know, pondering.
So, that I'm able to see very quickly. Maybe, I would have to say maybe, like, reciprocation.
Okay.
Like, if I feel like I'm pouring my all into a friend and they're not giving that back in return,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not going to necessarily call them like a bad friend or anything, but I'm seeing the red flags of something, especially if it's a pattern. If I'm always the one reaching out or,
Mm-hmm.
you know, always the one
The effort.
initiating or,
Mm-hmm.
So I would
That's
probably
good.
say that. And
That's
the mean
good.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't tolerate mean girl stuff.
Yeah.
If your future self came back in time today, what would you tell, or what would you want her to tell you?
So many things.
Yeah.
The big one that sticks out to me is the things that you go through in, you know, high school, college, like with my parents and things like that, and basically like raising my little sister.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna pay off. So like those tough times, those tribulations, I got rewarded.
Okay.
So don't give up, stick through it. It's tough, but there were times where I was just like, I just want to be done. Like, I don't want to feel the pain anymore. I don't want to be sad anymore.
Right.
But like with sadness comes joy, as long as you stick through it. And like my faith is really like my true moral compass, because without that I would be absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So I put it in perspective, like, well, God's gonna bring you to the light, but you gotta go through this first. He's testing me. So
absolutely.
that was my big thing. And then my sister, like, she's my girl, and we had a rough spot there for a while, but I never gave up on her.
How old is she? Like how?
She just turned 27.
Okay, so
Yeah.
she is
8 years. Is
8
that right? I said
you're,
math. You're gonna put my age on here, girl.
I know you're.
I'm 29
you're
for
early,
life.
You're early.
I'm
you're
34.
Early 30. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 26. I'm sorry.
She's 26.
Mm-hmm. She
Okay.
just turned 26 in October, and
Okay, wow.
she's the 1st, and I'm the 2nd of October.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are like literally, yeah.
That's my baby.
So
Yeah.
tight. So
I called her on the
sisters.
way here, and I was like, I'll be coming back through Miamisburg. She's like,
What you
wine
doing?
bar?
Right.
Call me, we'll meet
Call
at
me
the
when
wine
you're
bar.
ready.
So, yeah.
Well, that's sweet. I love that. Me and my sister were 4 years apart.
Yeah.
And then our brother, he is 17. Yeah. So my mom started over. I know. Yeah.
She did. She started late.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's
Yeah.
great. Your sister is so creative, though.
She is.
Oh my God. Those outfits that she makes.
I know.
I'm obsessed.
She's amazing.
I'm
We'll have to
obsessed.
get you and Charlie matching.
Yeah, let's do
Matching
that.
outfits.
I would love
we
that.
can't leave Caleb out either, so.
Oh no, please don't. He'll be upset.
Yeah.
He will.
So that was going into my next question, because you are married.
I am.
And so was Caleb your high school sweetheart? You
No.
married your...
Mm-mm.
No. Okay.
No, so I knew I was going to Central Florida like my senior year. So I was like not trying to be attached. And I always had a crush on Caleb in junior high, but he always had a girlfriend. And he and I had marketing with Mr. Ross, and we had or intro to business and marketing, like 2 years in a row. But I always did his work in that class. And it was like early morning, like, gosh, whenever we had to be at school at like that.
Yeah, we had to be at school early. I
like
want to say like
7.
yeah.
It was crazy.
Like, well, I knew I always
7:15.
caught the bus, so I was like,
Oh, I was always late.
yeah.
Always. I was always late. And I lived 2 minutes.
Yeah, you live
like right around the
very
corner
close.
from the high school, but I just like, it's early.
Yeah, you live so close to the school.
Yeah, so we had marketing together with Mr. Ross, actually Jessica's uncle.
Oh,
And
really?
Yeah, that's her
Shut up.
mom's brother.
Stop.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And he would be like one of two things in the morning. He would be like loud, screaming, just Caleb,
however, yeah.
right? Or he would be asleep. And this is back in like, I'm going to show my age, but like when iPods were a thing.
Oh my god.
And I didn't have one. So he would put his books on my desk and put his iPod on top. Like, you can listen to my iPod, but you got to do my work. I swear.
Stop
I swear. And I remember just wanting to be invited to like a bonfire, hang out with him and his friends, just because I had a crush on him.
Yeah.
I'd wear my fucking cheerleading skirts to school in like January, and he's like filing out his girlfriend's like senior photos on my desk, and I'm just like, no. You're not getting
Right,
it.
you're not getting it.
You're not
Caleb.
getting
Caleb,
it.
if you're listening to this, why?
He doesn't know that we're live. So I moved to Central Florida. I had a boyfriend from Springboro. He came to Central Florida. That was a whole other thing.
Yeah.
He was trying to go to Tennessee, but he didn't get in. So then he was like, my dad's gonna kill you, dude. Like, trying to explain to my dad, like, we did not plan this, but we were together for about 2.5 years. And then I moved back home, and Nathan.
To whose phone?
Nathan's phone.
Nathan's. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Got into Nathan's phone, and I was texting Caleb, and he was out plowing, and I was like, hey, cook you breakfast. I didn't cook him breakfast. I fell asleep. But the next night, I said, let's go to Nathan's. He picked me up, didn't pull in my driveway, didn't come knock at the door, Nothing. He just thought he was picking up one of Nate's friends.
He's just like, okay.
And then we got drunk, shared a coat and a cigarette that night,
and the rest was history.
We've been together ever since.
That was
14 years ago.
A long time. Mm-hmm. A long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how is married life?
It's hard. It's good if you find like your best friend.
Yeah.
My best advice is like marry your best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Marry someone that you can be your most authentic self, where they can see you at your worst.
Right.
All of the things, and make sure you guys like can do things together.
Yeah.
Like Caleb and I are very outdoors, and we like to travel together, and that was something we always connected on.
Okay. So you guys still date each other. I recently had a conversation with my cousin last night. We were just
Mm-hmm.
talking, and just talking about marriage, and she was like, I will say you should get married, but in that marriage, just make sure you keep dating.
Yes.
Never stop dating each other.
Ever. We do. We still, with our schedules, it's hard, and then living so far away, but we have date night tomorrow. Nice. So, and our date night doesn't have to be like we're going out.
Right.
We do we'll watch a show together.
Yeah.
Or, we'll do a project together. Those are kind of like datey, fun things that we're both kind of interested in.
Yeah.
But no, never stop dating.
Yeah.
Because you stop dating, then you just become roommates.
Exactly.
Or just co-parents.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you have to remember where we started.
Right.
I love my mother-in-law. She's like the sweetest person in the whole wide world.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't have handpicked.
That's good that you have a good mother-in-law, because
Yes.
there's some people out there who don't like their mother-in-law.
90% of the time you hear that the mother-in-laws are the worst.
Yeah.
But no, my mother-in-law is great. Sometimes I think she loves me more than she loves Caleb. But she always said, when I had kids, her husband took the back seat, because it was all about the kids. And I always told Caleb, I said, you will never take the back seat, because I wouldn't have this baby if it wasn't for you.
Absolutely.
I will always you will always be my shotgun rider or my driver or whatever.
Yeah.
So, and I tried to stand firm on that. But I mean, with over a decade comes hard times, but it's a commitment.
Absolutely.
It is absolutely a commitment. And if, you're in it, then you'll make it work.
Yeah.
And you'll find, we've done therapy just, I guess you could say just for fun, not because we were having problems, but because we just wanted to learn to communicate better, So, and he's always been very open-minded and always willing to do anything and everything to keep us together. But it's like he texted me on the way here. He was like, I love you, miss you, mean it.
Oh, that's
I know
so
you
sweet.
do. So
I love that.
yeah, he is my best friend.
Yeah.
But with being best friends, sometimes I just want I tell my friends stuff all the time. I'm like, can you have an alibi for me?
Yeah. Can you do something?
Can you help me out?
Yeah.
But no, it's hard. But if you're willing and you find that person that matches your energy and your willingness and your commitment, then why not?
Why not? So what do you think is the hard part about marriage?
Let me think here. It gets a lot harder when you have kids. I will say that.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it could be like a positive or a negative. You have that kid it's like the buffer. Mm-hmm. So if I don't necessarily want to talk to him some days, which there are days, we have Charlie. Right. And we have to communicate.
Yeah.
So it almost forces me, and then eventually I kind of lighten up, and I'm like, okay, I do fucking love you.
Okay, I think
I like you, but
I think you're okay.
It's I think the commitment part and the communication is hard.
Yeah,
it is hard because the older you get, and like Caleb and I have grown up together. Like when we started dating, he was freshly 21 and I was 20. So I'm a completely different person than when I was in my 20s, as opposed to like my 30s.
Absolutely.
And I think learning to grow together and communication, and not just like communication as like a baseline.
Yeah.
Open, like vulnerability. You know, like really tell me what's going on.
That's a big one, and especially for men. It's hard for men to open up.
I never want to talk about their feelings.
No.
Which is fine.
Do you need more in there or good?
I'm okay for a minute. Yeah. No, Caleb, I joke that Caleb is more of a woman than me because he is. He's very sensitive.
Okay.
And I love you. You know I do.
She loves you.
You can't. He'll be like, okay, that's true. Because he is. He's very sensitive.
What's his sign?
Oh, he's a Pisces.
Oh,
I know, girl. He's a Pisces through and through. And Charlie's I know. And Charlie's a Virgo, and I'm a Libra. So.
Oh my goodness, that household. Oh my god.
I know.
I'm a Virgo, so Team Virgos.
Yeah.
Miss Charlie. I did not know Charlie was. When's her birthday?
September 2nd.
Stop.
When's your birthday?
The 7th.
Are we having a combined party?
I know.
Let's do it.
I'll be 35 and she'll be how old?
She'll be 6.
Already. I cannot believe it. I just remember her as a little baby with her pitch black hair.
I know.
Oh
her
my
Lego
gosh.
baby hair.
She is so cute.
Yeah, she's a really...
Let me tell you, Charlie, I want to hang with Charlie because she's a whole vibe.
She is.
Charlie is so cute.
She's fun and she makes me laugh. I mean, and she is witty and spunky, but she is so kind.
I love that.
And she is so empathetic. Like we were at conferences, spring conferences just a couple weeks ago, and she's very advanced for her age.
Okay.
She speaks very well.
Yeah.
You know, like I almost forget that she's only going into kindergarten because she's just so damn smart. Like, oh my god, today we're at Chipotle. Here's my squirrel brain. We go to Chipotle, we're getting lunch, and there was this itty bitty baby, and I'm like, oh my god, Charlie, you know, look at that little baby. And she had no hair. And Charlie's like, does that baby have a comb over? I'm like, how the like, first of all, not all kids were born with like
with
a
lot
full
of
head of hair like
Charlie.
you.
Right.
But no, how the hell, a comb over?
How does she even...
I don't know. I don't know how she comes up with it.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, she's a very, very good human. So we were at conferences, and her teacher was like, I want to tell you that you should be very proud of her. Not only is she a leader, but she has got this thing about her where it's like her empathy level is just like on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Like, there are kids in her class that are like less fortunate, and she can just like pick up on that vibe.
Yeah.
And she can sense like, you need a hug today. You know? And she's like, you need to be very proud of that because that's nothing that you can teach.
Wow.
And I'm like, I have always just taught her to be kind.
Yeah.
Just
Same.
be kind.
Same.
Well, she's perfect.
Macy's so
she's
sweet.
A girl
She's a
baby.
sweetie. She's funny too. Lord, she keeps me on my toes. She's just like...
I feel that. I feel it.
Maybe like a couple of weeks ago, they had a substitute teacher, and she gets in the car. She's just like, let me tell you about this sub. She was a mess. And I was like... ooh.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Lord, what happened?
I know.
But yeah, kids are great, so...
I know. Charlie calls the drama at school Dramata. She's like,
Dramata.
Mom, let me tell you about the Dramata today. I'm like, girl, lay it on me, you know? Like, oh, she's hilarious. It's so funny.
She is. I told you, I want to hang with Charlie.
Yeah,
I think I've told you that
I know.
a bunch of times.
I know.
I got to hang with Miss Charlie.
She's fun.
She is funny.
Yeah, she's a good kid. Yeah, we'll have you and Macy over. We'll go get sushi.
Ooh, We love sushi.
I know,
Yes.
us too.
Sushi girls. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Love sushi. So another question, what fragrance are you into? Do you wear perfume or
I do.
are you big on perfume?
Oh yeah, I can't smell bad.
Yeah.
I feel, oh god, I can't. That's like a pet peeve of mine. Currently, so I got that Venom scents.
Oh,
It's like
okay,
the
yeah.
pheromone.
I
Like
heard of
that. But Caleb got me something off the TikTok.
TikTok shop.
And it's like the warm, he's like, all the strippers are wearing it. I'm like, lovely.
Yeah, I want you to
Cheeks
wear
hiring?
I want you to wear wifey. Exactly.
So that's, I like.
next you'll need a
this
pole at
spray.
home. So
That's another thing
Yeah.
because the workouts.
no, seriously,
I love that.
I did pole fitness. I'm slowly but surely getting back into it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, like you, first of all, you were like, I always thought you were the like best cheerleader
Oh my god.
in
you're
school.
Too
I'm like,
sweet.
she's so pretty.
You are too
She's
sweet.
a freaking cheerleader. Like, look at her. But and Jessica too. I just always thought like you two. I'm like, look at these two. Who are they? Because at first, I didn't know you guys, and I was like, who are these girls? And I will not lie. I will say I thought you guys were like mean at first. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Everybody always
they
thought
are
that.
mean and stuck up. They're cheerleaders.
Well, I got that resting bitch face.
Yes.
And Jess does too.
Yeah, she
Like,
does.
And she don't give. She really don't give.
She doesn't.
And that's what I love about her. But she's such a good person, and she's an even better mom.
I know.
She really is. Such
I have
a
not
good
seen her in mom mode. But yes, she is a mom. But yes, I've always known her to not give a rat's.
A rat's, you know what?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yeah.
but like you said, I love that. I love that about both of you.
Yeah.
Because I said the same thing about you. Like, I'm like, Alicia does not care about nothing.
No,
like,
I don't.
she is not.
I still don't. I guess that's one thing I've taken from like
Do you want me to move
high.
that?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I think that's one thing I've taken, just like learned about myself authentically, is that like, if you don't match my vibe, you're not kind.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
I really don't give a rat's ass.
Yeah.
It's like
no.
I don't.
Right.
And like I don't want you in my space.
Yeah.
Truthfully. So.
Truthfully, yeah.
But yeah, Jess is the same way, and we were the same in high school. Like,
Yeah.
we were
Oh, yeah.
kind to everybody.
Yeah.
I told my dad jokingly, like, because I was a freshman cheerleader on like the varsity team. It was like myself and Jill Elmer were the only freshmen that made varsity.
Jill Elmore. Wait.
Yeah.
I remember her.
She's lesbian.
Okay.
Now.
Yeah.
She was
and
in
she
the
has
military.
Two sons.
2 boys.
Okay.
Cute as can be.
Yes, so cute.
Yes. I haven't seen her or talked to her, but I follow her on like social media, and yeah. So we were the only 2 to make varsity sideline, like Friday night football game.
See,
so it
that's
was.
what I'm saying.
It
Exactly.
was so that was kind of like touchy because I'm like, Jess, I don't, but
Yeah.
my thing was I always wanted to be kind to everybody. And I told my dad, I said, I will be on homecoming court. And not because I'm like popular or a cheerleader, because I was nice to everybody.
Yeah, you are.
And that's what I want, is that even though I was a cheerleader, like I was friends with everybody.
Yeah, I feel like everybody, right? Like
Everybody.
different categories. Like, I mean, the goth people, the black people. You know what I mean? You were.
Well, not the white trash people. Can I tell you
Right.
something? What's his name? Give me a minute. He used to call me Alicia Keys.
Who?
Oh my gosh, what was his name?
He went to school with us?
Yes, he was like really good friends with Natasha for a while. He called me.
Murphy?
Well, Tyler Murphy did. Is he Tyler? Yes.
It was
He
Tyler.
called me Alicia Keys or Keisha Cole. Keisha Cole.
Okay.
I did that. So there was this one. forgive me, but like the white trashy kids.
Yeah.
You know? They never liked me. Ever. But black people always had my back. Like you, Tyler Murphy, oh my God.
Do you remember Manisha?
Ellis.
Oh
yes.
my gosh. Ellis.
Who else? I mean, you guys were just like...
You was our girl. You was our sister.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
We loved you. And I always say, like, even with, you know, Charlie was in my mom's photo shoot when she first opened her daycare.
Yeah.
I was like, Mom, you have to get Alicia's daughter, Charlie. She's so cute. Like, we got to get her on the flyer.
Oh, my gosh.
But, yeah, she was just so cute. But I love you.
I love you, babe.
And
I always loved you.
Yes, you've always been so sweet and very kind.
True at heart. That's what you have
I
always
love how
been.
we talked about fragrance into high school. We're just catching up. This is just girl chat. Exactly.
What did you call it?
Friday night in. Girl chat.
I know, but you said something.
My
I was like,
podcast
morning.
I
don't know. Anyways, I love it. I love it.
So this is a good one. How do you know when you can trust someone? So, you know, if you're just meeting somebody or well, not even just meeting somebody. Maybe you could have known them for some time. But how do you know when you can trust them?
It's that intuition. It's those vibes.
Yeah.
It's like I can feel if you're going to go in another room and, like, talk shit about me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just know.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I don't know, like, I can't, like, pinpoint it. It's just, like, a vibe that I get.
Same.
So, and I have a hard time with trust. And especially these days, it's just hard to trust people.
Do you feel like it's worse now that we're older?
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Same.
Well, because we have a lot more to protect.
Absolutely.
We're moms.
Yeah.
You know, we got babies. And I'm getting older. So I don't got a lot of time left.
Yeah.
So you gotta just, like, trust what is true. And only put your energy into people that, like you said, are gonna reciprocate back. So.
And you want to value your time.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, totally. I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's, but that's not to say, like, I'm not going to be friends with you, but...
You're just not coming to the birthday party.
You.
You're not coming to the birthday party, period.
Hey, we got to combine. You like Dolly Parton?
I do.
Okay, so Charlie's obsessed. She calls her Dolly Partner.
Stop
Dolly
it.
Partner. So we're thinking about, you know me, I get bougie with birthday parties, especially with my baby, but I said we need a whole theme. I said we need to do a Dolly Parton theme.
They have all this stuff at Walmart. Did you see it? It has like the heel, like the cups, you know, like the cups, but it's a heel shape.
Yes.
They have all
of
that. So check into
I've already
Walmart.
been on my Amazon cart is stacked.
Yeah.
And we got all summer.
Yeah.
But that would be fun.
That would be. She would love that.
Yeah.
I can see her now dressed up, dancing with a Dolly Parton curly wig on.
Oh my gosh. So you have your car karaoke sessions.
I do. Yes, I do.
Okay, when are we going to film that and when are you going to have me and Char
We
on?
can film it whenever. We can do a session after this.
Oh my god. I love it. Charlie is my karaoke queen for life.
Yeah.
Like, the girl can sing. She loves to
I've
sing.
seen her in action, Alicia. So getting into Miss Charlie, so I know maybe like years back we talked and you stated that the doctor stated that you couldn't have children.
Yeah, so
but little Miss Charlie is 6 or about to be 6 in here. So
yeah.
How did you feel about that when you were told one thing that you were unable to have children to getting pregnant and having this beautiful, healthy little girl?
I'm gonna tell you, the Lord works in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
But they told me because I was on birth control in high school, but I kind of got off of it because the older I got, it kind of messed me up.
Oh, yeah.
Like mentally. And I did not like the person that I was. So I stopped taking birth control, and Caleb and I were together for probably 2 years when I made that decision. I was like, listen, we're not on birth control, so tread lightly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I had a lot of, what do they call them? Like cysts pop up here and there.
Okay.
I'd get like sick, you know. And the doctor told me, because I did a biopsy, and she's like, you know, we're going to keep doing these every 10 years, I think she said, just to, you know, make sure you're good to go. But she's like, I don't, you know, the likelihood of you having a baby is very, very unlikely. Yeah. And I'm like 23.
And she's telling you
I'm
this.
like in my prime right now.
Yeah.
So at that point, I was like, fuck it.
Right.
You know?
That's it.
Like, whatever.
Yeah.
But, you know, one night, that's all it takes.
One special night.
And my pregnancy was awful. It was,
really?
Oh God. Well, I gained, oh my God, I was so big. And I'm not a very big human. But, like, I was, like, 187 pounds when I gave birth. Yeah.
Were you sick?
Oh, God. I was so sick.
Yeah.
The first 6 weeks. And that was my inkling. Like, I was always sick and just, like, the most obnoxiously tired. Like, just so tired.
Yeah.
And I was nannying 2 little girls at the time, and thank God we could take naps. But even the nap, I mean, it did not. Yeah. I was so tired, and I'll never forget. We were living in our Germantown house, and it was raining one day. I have a Bernedoodle dog. Okay. She was acting really weird, like very up my butt. I'd go to the kitchen. She's like right there. I go to the bathroom, right there, and I'm like, dude, am I gonna die? Yeah. Because I believe like dogs know more than we do. They just have something about them. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna drive to CVS. I'm just gonna get a test. It was raining. I was like, even as I'm like driving there, I'm like, this is stupid. Yeah. I'm wasting $20, you know? So I get it. I get the test. And Caleb and I were literally about to put our Germantown house up for sale because we were gonna get a van. Okay. And we were going to do the van thing for a while. Nice. I was going to work remote. We were going to, we had saved a bunch of money, and we were just going to do it. Yeah. We were like, it's now or never. Let's do it before we start a family. Well, God has other plans, as you know. Yes. So, I get back home, I take a test, and I'm like, I can't even look at it. I can't. I look at it. It's positive. I'm like, there's no way. Like, there's no way. So I take another one, and it was a digital one. And I was like, Caleb, you have to look at this. Like, I can't. And yeah, it was positive. A baby's and coming. I thought, oh my God, I just wrecked this guy's dream of, it was so many things. Like, I just ruined everything. Like, we were literally about to put our house up on the market and just, like, get out of town. I was like, I just wrecked this guy's dream. Like, what are we going to do? So he's like, we'll figure it out. You know, he was great. He was supportive. And, yeah, my pregnancy was awful. I was very sick. I had carpal tunnel, which I didn't. I mean, I guess if you have it, it just depends on, like, the severity. Right. So, like, I obviously probably got it from cheerleading all the years. Yeah. And, you know, all the pressure and stuff. But I was swelling. So my wrists and my hands. And your ankles, probably. Oh, my God, Naquasia. I remember walking through our house at night sobbing because my hands would go to sleep. But not just, like, go to sleep. Yeah. Like, go to sleep painfully. Wow. I'd be like swinging my arms up and down the hallway, trying to get them to awake. I was like, and I didn't even take like ibuprofen when I was pregnant. Yeah. Like, I was super freaked out, ate really well, whatever. But I was like, I gotta do something. So I had to get steroid shots in my wrists. And thank God that helped. But then I think they got my due date wrong, because I went in the week before Labor Day weekend. Okay. And,
you know what? It's so crazy because I feel like...
Well, you were in my baby shower. You saw how big I was.
I was at your baby shower.
Yeah.
And then I was at the hospital for something.
You were taking pictures. Remember you used to do...
I did Bella Baby.
Yeah.
Right. But I feel like Jess was coming to see you.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, Alicia had the baby?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
I
know. I was just like,
yeah.
I remember that. I'm sorry that I
it's
cut
okay.
you off. But
No,
I was
you're
like,
good.
wait a minute. I remember when you had her.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was at your baby shower. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's probably like the last time I saw Jessica.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She was pregnant with Rosalie at the time.
Mm-hmm. So how was the delivery? How was labor? Did you long labor, short? Did you push twice and she was out?
No, I didn't even push. So I got there. I went to the doctor and they were like, "Honey, we gotta do something." So I was a scheduled. What do they call
C-section?
it? Well, not a C-section.
Or induced?
Yes,
Okay.
I got induced.
Okay.
So I went in Friday night, Labor Day weekend, and I did not want an epidural.
Yeah.
I already have back problems.
Mm-hmm.
The needle was freaking me out.
Yeah.
I just I wanted to be Kourtney Kardashian.
And
Truthfully.
pull your baby
and
out.
pull her. I did, and I told people that, as stupid as it is. But
Yeah.
I did. I didn't. Oh,
I'm so sorry. No.
break the screen.
We're back. Are we? Okay. There we go. We got it. Oh. Okay. I feel like it's... Is it zoomed in?
It looks so big.
Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I don't... Oh. Alright. There we go. Is that better? I
Yeah.
don't know. Okay.
Yeah, I did. I wanted to be.
You wanted to be Kourtney Kardashian.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite girls.
Mm-hmm.
Love them little sluts.
I wanted to be natural.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't happening. They did everything under the sun.
God's plan.
I know. They did the balloon thing. I was on a peanut ball for 24 hours. I mean, it took 3 days to get her out.
Oh my gosh.
To the point.
It was all that hair.
Or it was the fact that she was almost 10 pounds.
Stop. How much does she weigh?
Like 8'11".
Macy
8 or 9'11".
Macy was 8 too, and 21 inches. I was like, girl, and had a big head. I was just like,
Yeah. Did you didn't
I
have a
pushed her out.
Oh.
Yeah, pushed her right on out. I
Yeah.
didn't grab her. But
Yeah. Well, I wanted to get to that point because I wanted to do it the way that everybody else does it. But now, I finally caved after day 2 because I had back labor because she was termed, so her head was pressing on my spine.
Oh.
It was very painful. So they did the balloon thing, and I finally got to 4.5 centimeters.
Oh,
and they're like, okay, cool, you should be good. They took it out. I went right back down to 1
Wait, you dropped back to 1 centimeter?
centimeter.
Oh my God.
So then they broke my water. They're like, listen, we're going to give you the epidural. Maybe it'll loosen things up down there. It didn't.
Oh my
It did not. So I remember the nurse coming in and she was like, and I said, listen, you got an opening at 6:30 for a C-section.
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and put me on
Right.
there? I did. I
for
told
that.
them. I said, put me on there.
Mhm.
And the funny thing is, I don't know if you believe in signs and
I do.
things like that,
Yeah.
but Caleb and I did a birthing class and we played this dice game. Okay?
Oh, goodness.
So you play the dice game and it's supposed to depict your delivery plan or whatever. So they say if you roll doubles the first time you have a C-section, you're out of the game. Okay? Guess who rolled doubles?
You.
Me. And Caleb, as queasy as you know what, I rolled doubles. He's like, baby, it's just a game. I'm like, I'm telling ya, we're packing extra OJ for the bag.
Yeah.
And so they did. They finally were like, all right, we got you on the schedule for 6:30 for a C-section, PM. And they come in, they give Caleb and my mom a gown. They get them all suited up. They're getting ready to come and like wheel me back. And I look over in the corner and he's chugging the orange juice out of the mini fridge.
He's kind of like,
so
I need it.
They take me back to the room, and right before, and they pump you with all this medication because they need I don't know, 10, 20, I don't know how long. They need it to just like, you know, start working.
Yeah.
So they pump me with all this medication, and we get to the door, and they're like, you can't come in. I'm like, almost there. Like, we're almost there. And they're like, you can't come in. The lady next to me, her baby's heart rate had dropped.
Oh,
so they had to get her in there.
Yeah.
Well, they finally got it back down, and it was good. Take me back to the room. It's probably another 30, 40. I'm like, what's another 30 minutes?
Oh
like, I've been here for 4 days, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so, finally get me back to the delivery room, and they asked me, they're like, do you want a blue curtain or you want the clear curtain? I'm like, I want a clear curtain.
Yeah.
I want to see what you guys are doing
everything
down there. And Dr. Biley's like, honey, no one's ever... I said, well, mark me up as the first. She said, this is what I'm going to do. And I loved my doctor. She's just like a straight shooter, which
Where's
I
your home, Charlie at?
Kettering.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
or Southview.
Okay.
Southview.
I have Macy at Southview.
Who was your...
Frazier. Dr. Frazier. I don't know if
he sounds familiar.
Yeah, I think he's still there.
Okay. Yeah. So Dr. Warren was my OB for years and years. And but I've always loved Dr. Byerly. Like,
I've heard of her.
She's amazing.
She's really good, yeah.
She's like, this is what we're going to do. She's like, I'm going to get her out, and then I'll drop the curtain so you can see.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So... anesthesiologist, I'm like laying, I don't do good with hard drugs, like I really don't.
Yeah.
And I'm laying on the back of the table, and they're doing their thing. I feel like tugging, pulling, and I look at this anesthesiologist who is beautiful, mind you. He was beautiful. And I look at him and I said, I'm gonna get sick. And he's like, really? Have you ever thrown up laying down on your back?
No.
It's awful.
I can only imagine.
I'm like,
ugh.
yeah, it was awful because it was just I got double the dose in like an hour's time span. But yeah, they lifted her up and got her out, and she was a little. I was like, does she have hair? So I had heartburn from hell.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was so bad. But
I think I asked that too. Does she have hair?
Oh my god, so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, that's a great story.
I know, but
would you ever do it again?
No, so that's another thing.
You don't want more kids?
No, I'm done. I had a hysterectomy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had endometriosis really bad.
Really? Okay.
And I had 2 laparoscopic surgeries, and it just kept getting worse and spreading. And that was what one of my doctors was like, can you just have another kid? I was like, it took 3 days to get the first one, and I was miserable. Like, I did not, like, some women just, like, love being barefoot and pregnant. It ain't me. Yeah. It is not me. I hated it. I was big. I was uncomfortable. But, yeah, no, we're one and done. Charlie asked me to buy her a baby all the time, though.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Maybe we'll adopt.
Maybe.
You know,
yeah,
but
you never know.
Right now, you're a lot.
Yeah.
So... You're like 5 kids in one.
And I don't, like, for me, because of my situation, like, Macy's dad no longer here, but it's just hard to date in this generation. I'm scared, but it's like a part of me I do want another kid, not just because she's the only child, and that too, because I feel like if something happens to me, who is she going to lean on? Right. Yeah, she has, like, cousins and stuff, but no one is there for you like your sibling. Like, you say how you and your sister are, like, very close. But, pregnancy, I was very sick. That's how I knew I was having a girl. I was like, this has to be a little girl because she's tearing me up. Like, she's taking my beauty. She's eating me up right now.
You are not lying.
You are not lying. So, and I think I was sick all the way up until, like, Um, I was sick all the way up until maybe 5 months. Yeah, it's just literally like, I can remember a time I was in Walmart and I told Macy's dad, I was like, I need to give me a robe. Like, I want a robe because they're just going to be constantly checking me.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let me get a robe.
Yeah.
Literally, we're in the checkout line. I'm like, I was like, this is it. I'm about to literally throw up. And he's like, what? You can't do that right here in public. I was like,
watch.
I was like, hold on. Because it's coming. Like, I feel it. Literally we're next to checkout.
Yeah.
And the lady's like, hi, how are you? And I'm like, I was like, I'm so sorry. And she's like, no, it's okay, it's okay. And I'm just apologizing, like, please, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do that. And she's like, honey, you're pregnant. I said, I know, and I'm ready for it to be over. I'm literally just in tears. Yeah. But the sad thing is, I was obsessed with Sprite before I got pregnant. Okay. And, of course, pickles. Yeah. They say you crave pickles when you're pregnant. I could not touch a pickle. Really? No, it made me so sick. The only thing I could hold down was lemonade. I couldn't even hold water down. And I'm like, this is disgusting.
Oh my gosh,
but
that's awful.
Labor was good. I went, so they were so busy, like in July. They even put me like in a water bath room. I seen the hot tub and everything, and I was like, wait, what's going on? I didn't sign up for that. And my doctor was like, no, it's okay. We just ran out of regular rooms. And I was like, okay, I'm just making sure. Because no.
Right.
No. I would love to try it maybe this go around if I have another kid. But I was like, no. I can't do that. But it was good. I think I went in I want to say maybe like a day at like 5 p.m. Okay. And I was just like 4 centimeters. Yeah. And then my mom and like godmom and aunt, they came. They were there that night. And then the next morning, because I had her at like 11:23 a.m. Okay. But I was like, it's game time. Like, let's go. And we didn't have a name picked out. Yeah. I was just like, what are we going to name this little girl? Like, we got to come up with something. And then my mom, she was at the mall and she called. She was like, why don't you just name her Macy? I'm at the mall. Oh my God. Just name her Macy. And I was like, you know what? Cute. She looks like a Macy. Yeah. And I was like, Macy with the I. But it's so crazy because at first it was spelled Macie. She has a picture from like Portrait Innovation. Do you remember that? Oh, yeah. The blocks. Yes. It's spelled out. So she had looked at it one time. She was like, why is there an E? And I was like, well, your mom didn't know how to spell your name first. But we got it together. On the birth certificate, it says Maci.
I love it.
You're good.
Oh my God, I love that.
But yeah. But Alicia, just want to wrap things up. It was so great having you. And again,
I could stay here all night with you.
I know.
And
we could just
chat.
talk.
I know.
All day,
we got
all
the back
night.
patio. We're working on it right now. So you bring Macy over.
Yeah, I'm coming over.
Yeah.
And I'm coming with the
you
hot
guys,
tub.
And you guys stay. I got plenty of room. Charlie's got 8 bunk beds basically in her room. She don't fucking sleep in them. Yeah.
Do you have cats? Because I'm terrified of cats.
So I have one outdoor cat.
Okay.
She's outside.
Does she come in?
No, she won't come. No, I kicked her out. Okay. I evicted her.
Good.
Like, I did last summer.
I'm just afraid of cats. Me too. I'm scared.
She's a really sweet cat. She won't like bother you. Okay. She actually is really like one of the better cats. But good. I hate cats. Okay. I got 2 dogs.
Me too.
Those are my babies.
Yes, I always see them on Snapchat. They're so cute. They're so cute. Macy loves dogs. Oh, so she would have a time.
Yeah, let's get together.
I did want to ask one last thing. Yeah. How are you mentally? How are you feeling? How have you been feeling? Because you know this month is mental health awareness. So I did want to ask that. How are you feeling mentally?
Great. I'm in a really good spot mentally. At the beginning of the year, if you would have asked me, complete opposite. Yeah. it was rough. The end of last year to this year, just a lot of things, family, relation, everything was just like rough. Okay. Losing I got laid off last August, so that was rough. Like, right. I've never not worked. Yeah. But I have really put a lot of effort and energy into this career, and waking up and just giving grace to God every single day has changed my perspective, and I am in such a good place mentally right now.
I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, mentally, I feel like I am at a okay space.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because I've been dealing with a lot. Last year, since like September, mm-hmm. and I'm a big birthday girly. Like, I love birthdays. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I was dating someone, and then it didn't go well. Mm-hmm. But that kind of like shifted things for me. I think because I was very vulnerable. Like, I put myself out there. And just very open to this person. So, and then also dealing with like a health issue that about that we talked about. Yeah. But I'm getting better.
One day at a time.
One day at a time, exactly. And learning how to keep God first, and just trust the process and trust God that everything is going to be okay.
Well, because it's hard because we're selfish.
Yeah.
Naturally, like in human nature, you're selfish, and it's like, well, sometimes me, but you have to realize, like, truthfully, we are not. If you're really rooted in faith, we are not in any control.
Absolutely.
So that's a hard thing to grasp.
Yeah.
Because once things start piling, it's so easy to look at the negative, but you have to realize, like, you open your eyes, you roll over, you see, Macy in your bed, or you get to wake Macy up every day.
Right.
That's a blessing in itself.
It is.
So.
And that's how I have to tell myself, like, every day waking up, or just having a roof over my head, or, physically okay.
Yes.
And being able to walk, breathe, talk, all of that. Like, I'm very grateful, because it could be worse.
It could. We take these little blessings for granted.
We do.
The little things that we think we're just, what's that word I'm looking for? Like, owed, or, should be just like something that just happens.
Yeah.
Like, not everybody gets the luxury of waking up with, like you said, a roof over their head, a healthy baby, a healthy self. So, counting those blessings and seeing, like, the bigger picture, that's, like, the most important thing.
Absolutely.
So, and knowing that, like, God is not just going to hand you things.
Yeah.
If you want patience, well, He's going to test your patience.
Oh, yeah. And He's doing just that. He's doing just that.
Girl, don't I know? Can't zoom in on my gray hair.
Oh, yeah. Well, again, I did want to thank you for coming here and taking time out of your day, working a long freaking shift, and then coming here. And cheers to your new job and new opportunities.
Thank you.
You are an insurance girly, right?
Yeah, I'm an insurance producer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I do claims, so insurance claims, license for insurance. So
nice.
But again, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
It was so good seeing you.
Oh my God, I love you. So good seeing you.